I didn't think it's possible. Interest actually grew. No event during the 2023 season was able to match Orlando. Maybe because Orlando was a major hub for airlines, don't really know. But as the 2024 season kicked off, several tournaments came close to shattering the record, until finally one did. With 845 players, the Charlotte Regional Championship would be the new biggest tournament ever. The record that was previously held for over 10 years had been broken twice in under one, and my title as champion would go to somebody else. Unless, of course, I could stop them. So I came to Charlotte using standard Pokemon in completely novel ways, and somehow defended my title. My second regional win in a year, and my second time winning the largest tournament ever. So that's what it's new, but this time, that record has been even shorter amount of time. Just 3 months later, the 2024 European International Championship clocked in at 975 players, breaking the record once again. And this event is one of the hardest in the entire circuit. With regional championships, most players competing are from that region, but at an international, players come from all over the world. Once again, I attended, hoping to defend my title and win the largest tournament ever for the third time in a row. Once again, I made it past the first day of competition, but it wasn't enough, and I felt short. Anyway, I had to say farewell to my title as the winner of the biggest tournament of all time. It was the exact same team I brought to Europe 1 week later, winning another regional in the US, and it was even in Orlando once again. But European Internationals had just come too great, and the record for Charlotte would remain unchallenged, with no other event in the circuit even coming close. No other event. Because now we're here in 2025, and almost 1 full year later, the 2025 European International Championship has shattered its own record. And when I heard this, I knew what my goal had to be. But there's one thing you gotta know about me, is that achieving something new only makes you want to make it business as usual. The level had been 782. Charlotte, 845. European International 2024, 975. And European International 2025, 1,257 players. Dangerous threats loomed in my path. The world champion, the new generation elite of the game. And the showdown was not just one of my hardest matches ever, but a packed crowd all cheering for me to lose. 1,256 other competitors, each of them another obstacle on my way. This is the story of how, for the first time, I won the largest official Pokemon tournament of all time.
The story.
But this story begins with a much more modest goal. Not of trying to win the biggest tournament of all time, but just trying to make my favorite strategy work. The same strategy I used in my first win at the biggest tournament ever back in Orlando 2023. A strategy that, despite all the signs saying it could be impossible, I was determined to use. My favorite strategy is called Terrace Shot. The first time I was finals of the World Championship, I did it with my favorite Pokemon. It was 2012, with my second year of playing Pokemon competitively. I made top 8 at Worlds the year before with Pokemon that I really liked, but this time I was determined to take the funny coconut tree to the height of competitive play. And I did. I took it as far as it could go, to the final hours of a Sunday evening in Waikoloa Village, Hawaii, all the way to the finals of the Pokemon World Championship. And then, in the final battle of the last tournament of the year, I lost. I've had a long career in this game. I've had a lot of favorite moments. Sometimes I win. Sometimes, well, not exactly. Figuring out the balance of unique Pokemon and strong Pokemon is a constant calculus that I'm still working on. You can't always force it before strategy if you want to win. It has to be the right time and place. But there's one strategy that I will always try and use no matter how bad it looks. Terrace Shot. It's a counter strategy that basically puts the way the game is played on its head. But despite being around for over a decade, there's only ever been one player who had some major wins with it. At least if we talk about teams fully dedicated to making the strategy pop off. And there's a reason for that. See, in Pokemon, many things are supposed to be left in the past.